Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bryndís. I am a 50-year-old woman living alone in Reykjavík, Iceland, with my cat Emma. I am a university lecturer and final year PhD candidate. And in this video, I'm gonna take you with me for the first week of the fall semester. It's gonna be a bit of a crazy week. I'm going to show you at least some parts of it. But yes, so things are getting serious, starting the teaching for the fall semester, and we're moving to a new office and just trying to live life, basically. I also need to prepare for a conference that I'm going to next week and just try to kind of live a sustainable life as someone who is chronically busy but who doesn't want their job to be their life, basically. I would like to live, work to live, basically, but it's hard when you're doing a PhD. It's probably impossible when you are in the final months of your PhD. So, it is what it is. But I have a little bit of a breathing time now before I get my dissertation back from the external examiners. That will happen in a couple of weeks. So now I can kind of enjoy only being a university lecturer, which in of itself is a full-time job. So being a researcher as well is like insanity. But thankfully I love my job very much. I'm very happy to be where I am in my life, so I'm not complaining at all. So yes, this vlog is going to be, like I said, the first week of teaching. Today is Monday and I have no teaching today, but I am heading to campus, to our new campus, and we're going to meet up with the freshmen. I don't teach any freshmen or first year in their bachelor's program until the spring semester, but it's always nice for some of us teachers usually do attend this kind of introductory meeting on the first day, and that's going to be fun. And then I'm going to a meeting with a colleague, which is very exciting because it is a kind of a introductory meeting as well, but with some teachers and school leaders in one of the towns, neighboring towns, and who are starting a project, and they want researchers on the side to kind of look into how the program is doing in the schools, like the effectiveness or whatever of the program. And so they invited us to be those researchers, which is very exciting. It's a Nordic network. And yeah, so I'm very excited about that, to be there with my colleague, because it's just so fun to actually start to make plans for the research I can do post PhD. Because now I've been in the trenches really of my PhD for many years, but I would say the last year or so it has been the only thing that I've been able to think about. So it's really fun to start to kind of see the type of research I might be able to conduct after my PhD. So that's very exciting, because I do intend on staying in academia, and my position now is as an adjunct professor, and so I definitely want to get like an assistant professorship after my PhD and kind of climb the tenure ladder, and then obviously you need to do research in order for that to happen. So yeah, it's very exciting. It's about playful learning, and it's about just kind of using play as kind of because it's very natural for children to learn through play. So anyway, it's very exciting. I'm very happy about that. And I think that after that, I might do some errands. I actually need to grocery shop and maybe do some meal prep today because I didn't do that yesterday. And stuff like that. But I'm gonna go. I need to go to campus. It's almost 8 a.m. and everything is starting at 8:20. It's such a luxury for me that I can walk to work. I can walk to my new campus. 8 minutes to walk there. It takes me. So it's just fantastic that I don't have to be in traffic or in the bus. So it's just, oh my God, I'm so happy that we're finally moving to the new campus. Last week I went there to start to set up my office, but they were still working on getting the internet and some electrical issues and some like permits that you need to get from the ministry and from the health and safety people and all of those things. So we're not allowed to work in our offices just yet, but it should happen this week. I'm crossing my fingers because it would be fantastic. Yes, but the students are coming to the new campus. The classrooms are all ready, or most of them are ready for students. So that's where I'm going now. So let's go to campus, people. I kind of disappeared yesterday from this vlog because it was such an interesting day. I mean, it was a great day. I'm in a very good mood this week, which is excellent. But yesterday was a really good day until about noon, or really until 10 o'clock. So I went there to meet up with the freshmen. I had like an introductory information meeting. with the first years. Excuse me. And then I went with a colleague to a meeting with possible research participants in an upcoming research project, and I started to feel so sleepy. Like, so sleepy that I was like, did someone shoot me with a tranquilizer dart? Because I was just like that in the meeting. It was so embarrassing. And I try to have some coffee and like some chocolate and try to, get some energy. It was quite brutal. And I ran some errands after the meeting. I went to IKEA. I went to the donation place where you can drop off your like donations, everything that I've been decluttering. They weren't open at the time because their like container was full, so they had to we're removing that container and we're going to put another container in its place, but that was going to take a couple of hours. So anyway, and then I did a little bit of grocery shopping because there were a couple of things I needed. So when I came home, I did sit down at my desk. I went straight to my desk and I worked for about an hour. So I was working until maybe around 2 p.m. And then I just could not keep my eyes open. So I lay down on my couch and I fell asleep on purpose. Like I knew I needed to take a nap. I was just like, okay, just take a nap. And I slept for like 3 hours. So that was interesting. So my day was kind of ruined after that because I slept too long. I don't know about you, but if I take a nap, it's very dangerous for me to take a nap in the afternoon or during the day, because there's this thin line between it not being too long and it being too long. So that perfect nap time is a very small, margin there. And if I sleep too long, I'm just like, I was like that. Yeah, it was, I don't know what happened, but then I realized at around 5, I think it was around 5. I don't know how many hours that is that I slept, but I slept too long for sure. But around 5, I think it was 5:15 or 5 something that I woke up and I was just like, ugh. And I realized okay, maybe I was so sleepy because I hadn't actually eaten anything. I had my bulletproof coffee in the morning, and that was all. I had coffee at the meeting and like a little cinnamon bun thingy. I had a piece of chocolate at the freshman meeting, and that was it. So I was just like, well, no wonder you're like, you have no energy, woman. You have to eat. And this is not something that happens to me on a normal occasion. I never understand people who forget to eat. But I was just running, I don't know, I think I was just really hyper-focused on work and in the meeting, trying to be showcase myself as a qualified researcher, even though I don't necessarily always feel like that. And just then going and getting my errands done. And I had some emails I needed to answer that about time sensitive, and I just kind of and I forgot to eat. So this morning I had a good breakfast, just in case when I get to campus and things get a little bit chaotic, I won't have time to actually eat. And I'm actually very frustrated with the people that do the timetables for this semester. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a longer talking period here, clip, because so this is the 5th year that I'm teaching. So I've been working at the university for 4 years already. My 5th academic year that I'm starting now, the number 5. This is a bit crazy, but so I've been in academia, teaching at the university, plus being a PhD student. You have very limited time to kind of relax, and it's very stressful. So I've had I've implemented a couple of things to help me stay or to kind of help to prevent burnout, basically, or to prevent me from surrendering every aspect of my life to my PhD and my teaching job, because life isn't just about that. But so so I would say that there are three things that I do. One of them is I have a really lovely and slow morning almost every morning, if not every morning. I think I'm very good with making sure that I wake up early enough so that I don't have to rush in the morning. There's nothing that I hate more than rushing in the morning. So I find it easier to wake up half an hour earlier and even an hour earlier than I strictly need to, so that I can really just enjoy the morning, have some coffee, watch maybe a little bit YouTube or read a book or whatever before I have to get going. And so that has been a holy thing for me in the last 4 years. Another thing is my lunch. I always make sure that I can get, or my priority is to get an hour lunch. So I take a lunch break from 12 to 1. And I eat my lunch. I have talks with my colleagues if I'm at work, or if I'm at home, I just maybe lay down for half an hour, watch YouTube, I may read, may go for a walk, whatever it is. I try to not be on my computer or my phone for a whole hour during lunch break. And then I also have I make sure that I have a good time before I go to bed in the evening to kind of unwind. So those three aspects I've implemented, and they really work for me. I find them to be very comforting, to know that I have this time in the day just for myself. But the timetable people are not obviously aware of this. So now on Tuesdays and on Wednesdays, I'm teaching from 11:40 to 1:10 on Tuesdays. And actually on Wednesdays, I'm teaching from 11:40 to 1:10. And then again from 1:20 to 3:40. Wednesdays are gonna be a nightmare. But it means I'm teaching during my lunch hour. My between 12 and 1. Obviously, I will have lunch earlier. Maybe I will have lunch later on Tuesdays and earlier on Wednesdays, or maybe both days I will just have my lunch earlier. I don't know exactly. I have to kind of see how that goes. But it's definitely causing me to be a little bit stressed because I need to eat, And I also want to have a social lunch with my colleagues when I'm at my office. So it's causing me some stress, people. And I think also just the fact that we have not moved into our office, even though, things are mostly ready on my floor, except the internet. And obviously there is, we do have a coffee machine in my office, but there's no it's not a proper office setup, with a teacher's lounge and stuff like that. So I'm working from home, and then I have to go to teach, and then I can go to my office there, but I can't really stay there. So I don't know where to print, and it's a little bit stressful. So I think yesterday, even though I'm in a good mood and I'm excited about the start of the semester, it's causing me some stress. But anyway, I'm gonna go now to my new office. So I'm about to head to my new office, and I'm taking with me some things, as you can see. So a lot of this is the stuff that I had in my old office, and some of it is a couple of new things. I did go to IKEA yesterday, and then a couple of things are things that I just had around my apartment, but that I'm gonna move over there. So what I've already put in my big bag here are just some storage cubes, different boxes and stuff that I can maybe use for something. We do have are creating a little coffee nook for us in the office, so it would be nice to have something for the coffee pots and for like some biscuits and stuff like that. So I do have different things like that, and just also some plastic containers to maybe use in the drawers or something at my desk. So I have stuff like that. I have this nice little tray that I think would fit the coffee machine so that it doesn't spill all over. And in here also I just have some stuff in there that's not important. The pillow that I put like on my chair, this one I had in my last office, and I'm just taking it with me. I also always have an extra cardigan in case I get cold, or sometimes I might wear something like this, but when I'm sitting at my desk, I tend to get chilly, so I always have an extra cardigan, and I always also have a blanket that I can put over my thighs. I always get so cold on my thighs, so that's very important. Also, I'm gonna bring an extra extension cord just in case. And then the couple of things that I did get at IKEA. Well, this is just an old, or like a storage case that I've had. I've never really found. I bought it. It was an impulse buy. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." And then I'm like, I have no use for it, but I might be able to use it in one of my drawers at my office, just to kind of keep things more organized. I might then possibly even take the lid off. But anyway, I'm gonna take it over there and see if I can find some use for it before otherwise I will just donate it and get rid of it. Okay, so this bag is getting full anyway. I bought a little plant, fake plant. My office is shared, so there are 4 of us in that office, and one of them loves plants, and I know that she's gonna bring like real life plants. But just in case we need more, I don't know how many plants he has, but yeah, so I'm just taking an extra one, and I'm also gonna take this one just to have on the floor, maybe close to the entryway or something. So it's a nice. We are gonna make this office so beautiful, and we like our messenger chat group is called the best office, or the nicest office, like the most beautiful office, because that's how determined we are to make it really nice, because you spend a lot of time in there. So this is something that I got at IKEA, and I also got some bookends. I will probably try to show you how it looks like when I'm done with it, but it's so annoying when you have like stacked your books and you try to organize them, and then they don't fit the entire shelf, so the last books in the row are like falling over. So I got bookends at IKEA, and just a roller just to have it in case I forget to roll my clothes, because I'm always covered in cat fur. So I just have one of those at my office. What is it called? Shoehorn? That's what you call it in English? Because I never wear my outside shoes inside my office. I always have these are my office shoes, because I can't, like the idea of wearing like closed shoes the entire day is disgusting to me. And then I got this is like a phone or a tablet holder, because I've been wanting one of those. I have like these kind of small ones that you kind of prop your phone on, but it's always so low, and I needed something that was a little bit higher, because I like to have my phone or a tablet like a little bit higher, like almost at eye level. And I often put like a Pomodoro timer on it, or maybe I'll have like some good, nice playlist in my ears. And I sometimes prefer connecting it to my phone rather than my computer. So this I bought at IKEA. I saw it there and I thought that would be perfect. So this is the bag I'm gonna take with me now to the office, and I have about almost 2 hours actually before I'm teaching. So I've been preparing for that this morning, and yeah. So today is Thursday, and I think I'm actually gonna end the vlog here. I had thought to take it through the entire week, but today and tomorrow I'm just basically sat at my desk preparing teaching work, and I'm also preparing, I'm going to a conference next week, so I need to prepare that presentation. So nothing exciting is going to be happening. So this is This has been an interesting week. It's been a really good week, actually. I'm very excited and happy about being back at work or being back at teaching, and excited about the new office. We're not really allowed to stay there full time just yet. They still have to do some finishing touches before we are allowed to be there, before the cleaning people start working and stuff like that. So we can't really stay there all day, but I would have loved to have been able to just start working there today as well, but it is what it is. When I come back to work, so next week I'm away for that conference, so when I come back to Iceland and back to work on the 1st of September, it should all be, smooth sailing from there in regards to the office, hopefully. Crossing fingers. But so I'm just working from home today and tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a really good week. I've been in just such a, I've been in such a good mood. Actually, something happened on last Saturday, and it made me I had a epiphany or a revelation, and I realized something, that I thought I wanted something in my life, and I realized that I don't want it. And I realized what it is that I want, basically. I don't want to talk about it. I know it's very annoying, I'm sure, but it's just a very personal thing that I want to keep private. But I had an experience on Saturday. It was a good experience, but it made me realize that that is not something that I want in my life. And I feel that now that I made that decision or made that kind of discovery of what I actually want in my life, it is just I feel so much freer. I can't explain it really, but I'm feeling really good about things for sure. But I'm also realizing that I'm exhausted. I honestly don't know how I'm going to get through the next 3 months or so and finish this PhD. Honestly, I'm did you hear that? That's Emma. I honestly don't know how am I gonna do this? Because I've been so tired this week. Now, teaching does exhaust me quite a lot, because you have to be it's a workout to be in the classroom. And because you have to be there 100%, you have to be on your game, basically. And even though it's not for the whole day, I'm finding that being in the classroom is exhausting. And for the semester, I have 3 days where I'm in the classroom. And I'm not there the entire day, like I said, just a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there. But I don't know how I'm gonna find the energy to do all my work alongside the teaching. Oh my God, it's gonna be a thing. So that's gonna be an interesting journey. Because yeah, I'm so exhausted. I have been, obviously very exhausted. It's been an adjustment as well this week to wake up at 6:30. I feel that I've been waking up maybe at 8:30, even 9 until this week. So waking up at 6:30 so maybe that's also part of why I'm tired. It takes me a little while to kind of get into that new routine. I do try to go to sleep early enough so that I'm still getting my 8 hours, but My cat is also very annoying sometimes, and she will wake me up in the middle of the night with her zoomies and her meowing and insanities. So, there are things that are causing me maybe not to have as good and long of a sleep as would be ideal. But yeah, I'm very exhausted. So I'm hoping that as I get used to my new waking hour, it'll get easier. But yeah, I need to really think about how I'm going to like schedule my days so that I can actually get everything done. When I get my PhD dissertation back from the examiners, I will have to do some revision. I need to then obviously prepare for the defense. Yeah. And then also do all the teaching. Thankfully, I have like the best colleagues who are all like, just let us know if you need help. And so I know that I can, especially in the courses that I'm teaching, I have two colleagues with me, two colleagues in one other course and one colleague in one other course, and actually three colleagues in the other course, which is a really big course. So I know that if if I just cannot do it, they will take my place. But I also know that they have more than enough to do as well. So like, oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the 28th of November. When I wake up on the 28th, I'm gonna just be like free. It's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be so good. But anyway, it's been a good week, like I said. I'm just I am feeling really happy and good in everything. It's just so I think I have been realizing slowly in the last couple of weeks just how burnt out I am. I'm really thankful that it's not like clinical burnout, because I know that if you have like clinical burnout, you lose all your enthusiasm for your job. It's like a job burnout where you just you don't want to do the job. And thankfully I don't feel like that. So it's more of an exhaustion rather than like strictly burnout. Even I know that we use that word in English for like just feeling tired basically. Or like feeling maybe more tired than it is normal. It's normal to feel tired if you have a busy life, but feeling burnt out is probably different than just normal tired, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah. I think I'm also having some issues with my blood sugar levels because I'm having these extreme bouts of yawning and feeling just like numb in my body because I'm so tired. So I don't know if that's normal when you're burnt out or if it's like I'm going into clinical exhaustion territory, or I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. And I really wanted to get into a routine of going to the gym. Like I'm not going to the gym to do anything crazy. I just wanted to go to the gym, do some strength training to try to get some muscles back into my body. And I know that if you're doing just gentle workouts, it will help you get more energized. Would love to try to go back to running. That's not gonna happen. I'm not even gonna attempt that until after the PhD is done. Probably not until next spring, I think. Because I've also been having pain in my leg. I have a herniated disc in my lower back, and the herniation or whatever it's called that like comes out of your spine is putting pressure on one of my nerves, the sciatica nerve, I think, and that's causing such pain down my leg, and that's been bothering me. Oh my goodness. feel like sometimes I'm 85 and not 50. Sorry to end this vlog on a downer, but it's not really. I mean, yes, I'm tired, I'm in pain, but I'm happy. I'm actually very happy and feeling just having this feeling of contentment in my life. I'm just feeling really happy that my life is, that I'm doing what I'm doing, that I'm in this place in my life, that my life just looks the way it looks. And I'm feeling really happy with my apartment these days because I've done some cleaning and moving things around and a lot of decluttering, and it just feels like a new place. And I don't know, I'm just happy. I hope you're happy as well, or at least trying to be happy, because obviously the world is crazy. It's just, I don't have words to describe the horror that is going on in the world at the moment. And I'm very sorry for everybody who is dealing with stuff. I'm not dealing with any of that stuff, thankfully. I'm obviously in a very privileged position, being Icelandic and living in Iceland, but my heart goes out to anyone who is not. So please stay safe and, take care of yourself. Okay, I need to go back to work, and I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye.